Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about the energy of the month of June, as yesterday we've entered into a whole new month which is bringing us a whole new energy. This is a time where we open our hearts, and I will tell you why. So firstly, the month of June is coming under the number 6, and if we look a little bit into numerology, number 6 is the embodiment of the heart. It represents unconditional love, the ability to support, nurture, and of course heal. Love is a healing energy. So it is a powerful force of compassion, empathy. So this is the core vibration of the month of June. So if you feel like the tension is slowly melting down day by day, it's because with the new moon, which we were talking at the 3rd of May, there was a release of that heaviness energy. Tomorrow is also ending the Mercury retrograde, and we are entering into a beautiful phase of a completely new energy. So many people are waking up right now. The consciousness is rising. The vibration of the earth is having many different shifts, which may be felt with your heart, with your mind. And if you intune yourself with this present moment, you may experience some powerful new realizations about yourself, and also grounding may be much easier. So there will be also some powerful events during the month of June. And firstly, at the June 14, we'll have the first supermoon of the year 2022 in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, which is bringing us a celebrating energy. So it's time to celebrate, my friends. It's time to celebrate your transformations. It's time to celebrate your breakthroughs. It's time to celebrate your evolution, because every single day you are an evolved version of yourself. If you look into the yesterday, you have some new lessons. Today you have some new realizations, you have some new wisdom. If you look into the year ago, you will see how much you've transformed. So let me know in the comments below some appreciation for your transformation from now. If you look into your past, if you look 10 years into the past, you will see how much you've actually evolved. And it's always beautiful when we reflect those moments and we recognize that actually everything happened in our lives the way it needed to happen. So we would evolve the way we need to evolve, right? And because of that celebrating energy, it helps us to awaken our vibration, to start appreciating also more small details and more people in our lives, and also our emotional triggers. Because, you know, every time when somebody tap on your emotional trigger, firstly, it feels unpleasant. Of course, it feels like that person is bad or whatever it is. But then we recognize that also that person helped us to teach us more about the unconscious parts of ourselves. So every time when somebody tap on your triggers, they also teach you more about your unconscious self. So the path of awakening is also unpleasant path, because we are learning to deprogram ourselves, our automatic behaviors, our automatic programs, and we need that loving energy of the month of June. So open your hearts and accept all of yourself. I always say to you, accept all of yourself, even your shadow side, because that's where all the beauty is hiding. That's what is limiting most of your potentials, and you can't truly free yourself until you accept all of yourself. So tap deeper into your shadows as well and start appreciating those parts as well, your fears, your sadness, your frustrations. Remember that there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about what we call negative emotions. Even we shouldn't even say negative emotions. We could just say emotions, because that's all there is, energy in motion. And you don't need to judge it. Just observe it, just sense yourself, feel yourself, and release yourself by accepting all of what you feel. And remember that there's always vibration of everything present. Vibration of everything means that there's joy present, there's peace present, there's love present, there's abundance present. And with that month of June, it will be maybe much easier for you to plug yourself to that vibration of joy, to vibration of love, to vibration of abundance, because of that easiness energy, or easiest energy, and of the energy of greater flow, which is also much more increased right now. So then on the June 18th, we will have a Moon and Saturn conjunction. So the planet of Saturn is bringing us vibration of responsibility and discipline. This is so important, because if number 6 is representing that feminine energy, you know, love, compassion, flow, care, connection, nature, it's all representing the feminine energy. And then Saturn is bringing us that masculine energy of responsibility, of structure, of discipline, of consistency. So it is important to remind ourselves to create that great balance between feminine and masculine, to recognize how much we are following our plans and how much we still let ourselves to be spontaneous. So if you just think about your goals you have for the future, or your vision you have for the future, maybe you have a vision board, maybe you're writing down some dreams you want to experience, and you may realize that those dreams will not happen by itself. You need to do something to get there, to get yourself there, right? And greater structure and discipline will help you to get there. But you can't discipline yourself if you don't know how to discipline yourself, or if you don't know what to do to get to where you want to be. So you can make a discipline out of knowledge and lessons you've learned during your life. So it is an important moment to educate yourself about the things or the steps you can take towards your dreams. And remember, there's less resistance because of that easier energy or lighter energy. So what may happen is that when you start thinking about your dreams and goals and future, deep in the present moment, you may start experiencing more synchronicities, which are guiding you towards books you could read to learn what you need to learn. It may guide you towards people which may teach you what you need to know, or towards any information which can show you the way. So pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you, because through the month you will be guided more towards the places and moments and synchronicities which will help you to manifest the life which feels the most natural to you. And I always say to you, the life which feels the most natural to you, because that's how we know that we are manifesting from the heart. We can manifest, any kind of financial abundance or whatever we want, but as long as we don't feel natural and spontaneous, we will be forcing ourselves into something. So the greatest mission is to learn how to feel as natural as possible, how to live as natural as possible, as spontaneous as possible, but still keep that discipline and organization, keep organizing your mind, organizing your thoughts, disciplining your mind, so you don't let yourself to be distracted by all the noises and all the nonsense around you, which is constantly seeking your attention. You know, you see how important is that great balance between masculine and feminine. And once you learn to build that greater balance, you will always be able to stay in that beautiful alignment, so you can sense the energy, so you can fully follow your heart, follow your heartfelt intentions, and you can do what feels the most natural to you. Then on the June of 21st, we'll have a summer solstice, and many of you are already familiar with that event. Our ancient ancestors were honoring that event because firstly, during the summer solstice, the sun reaches its highest point in the sky and gives us our longest day of the year. So this point marks the second phase of the Earth's journey around the sun. And our ancient ancestors were celebrating that event because of the honor to the light within. Firstly, they were celebrating the sun, which is giving life to everything. And then they were celebrating their internal light, which is also giving life to everything. So actually they were not separating things from, outside and within, but they understood that everything is a part of one, and the sun is actually just a symbol of your internal light. And as much as we are grateful for the light of the sun, and as much as we are happy when we go, outside in the summer days and enjoying the weather and all of that, we need to pay attention that our internal light is actually creating everything external. And at the time of summer solstice, it's a time of remembering again how important it is to nurture your internal light and to just appreciate who you are in that essence of being. So never forget that. Every day we should remind ourselves that. But on the June 21st, the summer solstice is like a day of official remembering of that of the power of the light. So this is also the day where the energy is the strongest, because it is the longest day in the year. And during that day, you can set some powerful intentions, ground yourself, maybe pay attention to the aspects of your life which are bothering you, and what you need to learn about those different aspects. And if there's something you want to let go, during this day it will be much easier to maybe set some intentions and make those intentions more powerful. So pay attention to that. As I also mentioned, during the month of June, the energy of that easiness and flow is more present. So it will help you to put yourself into the flow state, so do more things you love to do. And pay attention of the growth that is happening as the byproduct when you're doing the things you love to do, because you will see that you're actually really transforming. You're becoming better and better at doing that, and you have a lot to offer, right? You have a lot to offer, so pay attention to the growth that is happening as the byproduct of doing something you love to do. How much passion has been born out of the love you have for that thing, for doing that thing, and how much progress you've already created just because you've decided to follow your heart. You will see you have so much to offer, and maybe ask yourself if there is something you could give, if there is maybe a certain mission you could initiate. Like, now is the time to look forward and to see if there is a greater sense of a mission, a greater sense of a purpose, how you will put your love into, or how will you create purpose out of what you love to do. Maybe it's a great time to also think about the great changes you could create in your life to experience even more love. in your hobbies, maybe at your job, maybe in your relationships, in your relationship with yourself, whatever it is. Pay attention to what you sense, my friends. And because of all that energy, there will be less resistance for your manifestations. So as I said, setting intentions, paying attention to your vision of the future and clarify it, gain even greater clarity over how you want to experience your life in the future, because you know that with your focus you are actually navigating the path of your timelines, right? When you focus on something you want to experience, you're actually directing yourself so you can start walking towards it. But if you're constantly distracting yourself with social media, with different information, with different things, with whatever, you're like one day walking in one side and another day into the other side. So you're never actually walking towards where you want to be. So pay attention to the path that you're walking. Pay attention if you're truly following your dreams, or are you truly walking into the direction of where you see yourself in the future. Because you may realize how often you're still distracting yourself. If there is less resistance for your manifestations, you're also manifesting what you don't want, and you're manifesting your complaints, and you're manifesting your frustrations. That's why this cleansing energy and decluttering your toxic beliefs or toxic thinking patterns is so important. So you put yourself back into a greater coherence with your higher self, with your true self, so you can truly, stay in that alignment, so you can say, okay, I'm truly doing what I need to do to the best of my abilities, and what you need to do is coming from your heart. That's why you say, I need to do that, not because somebody told you that, not because I told you anything, but because you feel deep inside your heart that you want to do it, and that you need to do it, and that you are called to do it, right? If this is for you, if this is resonating for you, then take whatever feels right from here and put it into practice. See what works, see what doesn't work, follow to what works, and keep opening your mind, keep opening your heart, so the greatest possible ideas, the greatest possible guidance can always find you. My friends, I'm wishing you the greatest possible flow in your life, and of course easiness. May everything find you at the best possible time, and may you always feel guided by your heart, so you can find yourself at the places which feels the most natural to you. This is it. Have a beautiful day. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. Thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. You're all truly appreciated. Till next time, one love.